Kenan, Kaiser here, and I wanted to do a video on this news discussion for Warframe. It's I've been watching the direct and like not direct the stream talking about changes, and I've seen a lot of changes when I'm playing it. But there's I want to do like a video where I would just play the game and have it discussed. But there's so many to talk about and I just couldn't keep track of anything I ever did. So I'm gonna focus on mostly the stuff that I'm focused on, like any of the railjack. I don't do railjack at all, but they may have fixed it. Okay, the first thing you may have noticed is you get all the refund, all the you get like bonuses. Like I'll show you now. If you go to your inbox, you would get a don't mind it, all the stuff you even if you finished your railjack, you get also, which is awesome. I didn't realize that. Do you know how it is the most grindiest thing you can ever make? And it's cool to get all that stuff back. Even if I finish, I'm like, this is to help the people catch up, which is actually a really good thing. So, and also I get some money back, so that's cool. I'm rich. 8 million credits. That is really good. All right. I'm gonna focus on something that I've found interesting and something that really affects me personally, and I really want to. For some, I'm gonna know Rojak. Okay, you can look at this in your own time, but mostly they fixed a lot of issues that Rojak's have been having lately. lately. I've been not really too much focus on Rojak because I don't do Rojak really much. And they added a new chapter, which is going to come out soon for the new war. Once you complete the sacrifice test, if you complete I've never done the command because it hasn't appeared on my Rojak thing. And these are all a bunch of Rojak changes, which I've just not been focused. I want to focus. I think I want to focus on something that I think is important. So we're gonna skip a lot of Railjack because again, I don't do Railjack at all. I do it, but it's just I don't have any people to play with, and most of these are considered. And there's a lot of Railjacks up because I thought Railjack is just a new thing, so they don't. Man, there's a lot. Well, the Kubel. Uh, now they haven't just do a back-to-back Kubel where your Kubel would have guaranteed different weapons than its immune processor. So this is pretty much to prevent the whole like you pretty much gain the same weapon all the time. They're always going to be different and all that, which is actually cool because I've been getting a lot of this one. That's what I want. There are armor changes to enemies. Before, armor, shield, and health are exponential curve, but armor, shield, and health are now S curves. So I've noticed the enemies in it are a bit tougher. Enemy damages output can still be close to what the previous line version, but we may have changed it. Okay, so like Slash does not bypass shield. Instead, deals damage over time to shield and Slash, which is an awesome thing because Slash is super annoying. I had this issue with Slash where like it would just go straight through your HP, and like even one bullet would start draining it. It would slowly start chipping away at your HP. But usually I have my Sentinel counteractive. Toxic can to apply to armor to 25%. Now it is neutral for roll shield. Toxic bypass shield but not armor, where the assassin bypasses armor but not shield. So there is a big difference. So the stronger your armor is, the less toxic damage you'll do, which is pretty pretty significant, which is something I'm going to be interested in seeing. To show areas that they had weakness, and resist. Now players have their own unique shield, almost as classified as 10, and they have weaknesses that neutralize players. Incoming shields are now reducing it, and shield recharge are based on the partial depleted shield. 1 second for the infested damage. Now the infested, I've noticed like they're all much close range. They just now do more damage to you close up because I got one hit knocked out my shield when I did this. So up to now, Warframe is a higher enemy level of accuracy. Higher level enemies have best accuracy of quite a bit, but getting pretty close. Things like movement and arm will reduce accuracy, but the potential of bad aimbot moment was too high. You have the persistent access range now, but we are coupling with the reduced aimbot behavior. The reason why they changes is because the balance of the changes are simple, getting less hit, but in the conjunction maneuver. So I think they're gonna. So they're trying to balance how aimbot works. You know how they're like shoot. Nah, ranges. Increase that. Yeah, they now increase the rank of arc now to add more abilities. You can't put two in the same time, so you can't put two of the same things at the same time to make it much better. So they added a thing where it's like now they have like more of a higher ranking one. Oh, here's a big one: self damages. Well, now now you can use pentas, rocket launchers, grenade launcher, anything, and you won't get hurt by the attack, which is a major change. Instead, you'll be staggered. You'll be flown back a bit and flown back a bit instead of taking damage. The closer you are to the weapon, the closer you are to getting hit with it, the more of a stagger you'll have. However, this does raise a little interest in the community involving Warframe and Chroma, which uses self-damage to boost it. This might, I've been a lot of Rip Chroma in the chat, so I, the developer said that that's pretty much how it is, man. And it looks like Chroma, that's more of a huge nerf for Chroma. So these are all the weapons that remove self-damages from it. You look at it. Here's a viewpoint weapon. Yeah, these are all like ranges and weapons, so I'm just gonna keep this. And this, I haven't played Excavator, but it's been 7 years. I've pretty much wanted this since the beginning. I hate Excavation Mission for multiple reasons. One, they never show up. The people that, and two, you can play a level 30 mission, but have excavators that are still level 1 and they can be killed in 2 shots. And there are some enemies in the game that can one shot level 1 excavator, like no problem. Now they finally level scaled the excavators. It's about freaking damn time they started doing this. This was a day 1 problem since the excavators were came in, and they find it. Similarly, again, this is actually what it is. It's like mobile defense. Like they level scale, they're mobile. Why didn't they scale it? This has become a problem so many times. They can one shot it. Even if you have teams put up barriers after barriers after barriers, it takes one bullet from a very high level enemy to knock it out. And now finally, it gets scaled, and it's about time too. And also, there'll be every Warframe it seems to get a defense boost until even Zephyr. There's no anything that's like below 100 will definitely get a boost from it, which makes them a lot more survivability. Which is able. So it's a pretty much a boost to any Warframe. Any Warframe with below 100 armor, which is actually a really cool thing. I am actually impressed with it. I may actually try Warframe. They're really good now with Warframe armor. Maybe they will fix Nova not being the most only one move. So mission seems to trim like a lot of health. I don't know what this pretty much is. Like methods receive the trimming of the lowest possible probability. Oh, that's pretty cool. 100, I do each job. I think not bad. The UI looks different, which I'm not really a fan of. I don't care about the UI much. Profit Taker. I haven't fought Profit Taker. Now there's 100 restore blueprints. 100 now. I'm down with that, though I don't really need much. Finally, sharing Sentinel mods. Again, another day one problem. I don't want to get two of the same copies of mods just to level them up to max. It's just a waste of time, and I'll probably get confused. Now we can finally share them, which is thank God. This is another day one problem, I call it. And now the share of Sentinels can actually share the mod, which is a thing. Now this is something I know. I'm not a again. This is probably the balance out people who build like critical high like I do. I don't care about stats chance. But now people, if you actually get your stat chance to up 100%, they'll add an additional ability, meaning they'll double your stat chance and add some extra abilities to it. I have not fully tried it since I don't want to build a status chance. So remember it only happens at 100%, which is starting behavior. Alright, this happens to be stack. If I have it now, it will show maximum 10 damage numbers in the HUD affected by reducing. In paths, we repeat a single target a chance of ragdoll and puncture as enemy with 30% less damage. Weakness 55% and leading to 7%. Cold is 20% so, but now with the new things is 5% more so, total 7%. So that's pretty slow. Heat, no change. C slash plus duration and if like that. So again, it's the same thing but added more time to it. Electric areas that's part of the now reoccur will target using stun animation. However, I think electric affects us more now. I think they turn electric to a AoE version of burn, which is like makes burn almost dead. Blast grants a single amount of blast reduces enemies accuracy 30%. So it makes them hit less now. Corrosive armor substance which is 6% more, it's 8% more removing, lasts longer. Alright. The base duration of gas station effect now affects 6 times. Now so that's more longer. AoE is force pointing status best. So it's instead of AoE gas damages around the target. So not AoE but AoE. Alright, in addition to base so faction aura. We are about to factor combat bypass our viewers in multiple hours. So they're balancing some auras. Oh, they buff 50%, that is 90%. Oh. Oh yeah, the grenade markers. I've seen those. Yeah, the grenade markers is a bit of an interesting thing they did. You can destroy grenades now, and it won't backfire, which is comes in handy, especially when you have corpus grenades. That pretty much will blow do way more damage than should, which is very cool. I like it. I don't know if the video will load up, but 7 multiple shred. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if the picture will load up. What? I don't know. And they have the new point of view, which is expensive. I have not yet played this mode, but I keep forgetting there is a mode like FA view, which will like have a worldwide range, and it looks interesting. I might actually do a stream of playing FOV, the new 9-year FOV thing. Why won't this picture load yet? I don't know. But there's like a red, like a BB marker shows you where the grenade's been thrown. That's pretty cool. And it's good I can destroy a fireman, so... Especially with corpus grenades. Oh my god. I kind of want to destroy corpus grenades as fast as I can. I've not tried the new emote, because I don't use them much. So, directing gear, removing first animation. I've not tried this. But I don't know what that means. It's not loading up. Our optimizer. Adding new elite shield lancers from asteroids and that hit reaction enemy support attack. Now the update is much easier to see when an enemy has been hit. Add a browser and uncool status. We removed the extra step to offering instead of having a quill standing then option. You now have the option to do it right away. Oh, so it's a bit of a shortcut. I never trade, but it basically makes it a safe trading tip. So I guess added a companion invincibility option in the circle. Oh, that's cool. I wish I had a pull where like, you just pause and you can't get hit. That should be a problem. I wish that was a real thing where you can just like not be damaged by your pause. Okay, before we do it, 10. I have more credit by 8 million. How the fuck? 10. Oh man, I'm just at 10 million platinum. I want those platinum. Add a new title code to indicate a fully charged. Added a new explosive sound to Java alt fire. I never fought. Oh, it's a weapon. Nova's wormhole will now teleport players. Oh, they, they made a Nova's wormhole. Oh yeah, you can shoot. Again, it's still. Oh. All right, so you can shoot bullets through a wormhole. Again, again Nova's just not gonna have any other ability. Oh, the hell? I, um, it looks cool, but at the same time, it's like it's a useless ability in my opinion. It's not gonna save. It's not gonna do anything really. No, it's a very situational thing. I get if you want to aim at a distance, but you have to angle it in such a weird way. It's not. Hydrogen principle 30 seconds. Fire mod. Formation codec. In your other level type of cycle and variant change from the focus on market increase frequency, which void appears. They should increase the frequency when the freaking those generators appear. Remove exterminate enemies stage in shorty spy. This is done. What's this? Oh, that's cool. They made this more. I like that. I like that. Hey, it's not the issue, but let's make it cooler. I'm like, I guess. I love that. Increase weapon waypoint. Oh, that's cool. 200. Wait, can I already do that much? I did like a 500 waypoint one once. Mod's not available. I'm more interested in not paying for mod slots. Upon reveal, Ivara. Updated. Change Nova's molecular prime casting F. Oh, just the sound. I thought they would actually fix anything that Nova Prime does. Mostly just spoiler. Anyway, that's it. That's all I can do right now. Most of these are just technical glitches. It looks like. And alright, I thank you all for watching. If you like, please subscribe. I do new videos all the time. And on this new channel. But being said, this has been Kenan from Kaiser, Legend Gamer, or OP. I'm just that good. See you in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen.
your soul.